Hi BookTube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am here today to do a tag, and I know this isn't the day we traditionally do tags, but I wanted to make sure to give people enough time to do it last week of December, first week of January, whatever. Before we get into that, I just briefly wanted to share with you guys my Christmas haul, if you will. So the biggest thing, and I don't know how well you can see it, so I may have to insert a photo of it, but I have a beautiful print, framed print behind me. It has pictures of the animals from The Wind in the Willows, which is a book I absolutely adore, and I never talk about. So I need to talk about that book sometime with you guys. Anyway, I love it, and so we got it hung up on Christmas Day. Okay, onto the books, which are so exciting. Okay, the one I'm probably the most excited about is that Jason got me Dr. Thorne by Anthony Trollope in this beautiful penguin edition. I absolutely love this cover. Isn't it just gorgeous? And I've been, kind of wavering about whether I was going to read the whole series or not, but you guys really persuaded me that I should read the rest of the books. I started crying. This is the first thing he gave me on Christmas morning, so yeah, I was really surprised. I didn't think I was going to get any books this year, actually, for Christmas, which is fine, because that was quite pricey. So yeah, anyway, but I'm so happy to have this, and I may read it early on in 2022. We'll see. He also got me La Rose, another Louise Erdrich book. This one was the winner of the National Book Critics Circle Award for fiction. So I'm really I'm planning on reading at least one or two, hopefully more than one, of Louise Erdrich's books this year. So, and then the book that was kind of like a surprise, if you will, is Death and Mr. Pickwick by Stephen Jarvis. And you guys are gonna have to tell me if you know anything about this book. But the blurb on the cover from The Atlantic says, "So dramatically convincing that it is all the more surprising how much of it is historically verifiable. Jarvis has written a novel that reflects upon the world-altering effects of novel reading." So that's quite a blurb. This is also a huge book. I don't know if it is a mammoth. So I've already got my mammoth picked out for this year, but maybe in the future. I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but anyway, I was really excited about those very, very silly things. Okay, let's get into the tag. So today I have the book Postscript tag 2021. Now, I think I've done this tag before. Adam at Memento Mori created the book Postscript tag, in 2018. Hi Adam, I hope you're well. Don't hear much from Adam these days. And I was tagged this year by Rick McDonnell. Rick, thank you so much. That was so kind of you. So it's just kind of like a wrap up of 2021. So if you don't feel like making a whole video about that, then this is the tag is like such a great way to do it. Okay, question number 1. The longest book you read this year and the book that took you the longest to finish. If you've been watching my channel this year, I bet you know what book it is. It is Parade's End by Maddox Ford. Now, for some reason, Goodreads is saying that this is not the longest book I read this year, that the longest book I read this year was Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens, but according to my page count, this one is longer. And it also took me the longest to read. I started this in February, and because I was reading Our Mutual Friend in March, it took until April, I think, before we finished it. I read this with Allie from Fox Folios, and it was maybe the greatest reading experience of 2021 to read this book with her. So Thank you again, Allie, so much for spending all that time talking to me about that book. Question 2, a book you read this year that was outside your comfort zone. And I've talked a little bit about this one, Rotherweird by Andrew Caldecott. I found this in the science fiction fantasy section of our independent bookstore, and if you know me at all, like anything from the science fiction and fantasy area of a bookstore is probably outside my comfort zone. And you know, it's not that I could definitely see like some people really enjoying this. I just had like, I don't know, like there were just like a few, maybe too many loopholes. Anyway, but I am sending this off to Pamela. Pamela, you will get this sometime, hopefully in January. So yeah, it will be on its way to you. Okay, question 3, how many books did you reread? I reread 4 books this year. Question number 4, your favorite reread of the year. This is a total toss-up between To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee and Beloved by Toni Morrison. These are both 5-star books for me, and both rereads, you know, the first time I read them was quite, you know, at least 20 years ago, if not more. So yeah, and I realize people have very different feelings about both these books, but I think they're, in some ways I feel like they speak to each other a little bit. I mean, I guess if you really, really wanted to tie me down, I would go with Beloved. But yeah, it was a great book. Question 5, a book you read for the first time this year that you look forward to rereading in the future. And for this, I'm going to go with Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. And this is a book that you guys recommended to me at the end of 2020. I asked you guys to help me pick out, I think it was 5 books, and I was going to buy just one more, and then it ended up being, I ended up buying 2. So anyway, I think it was 7 books total that I bought at the end of 2020. But yeah, when I talked about this book on my channel, like a lot of you were like, oh, I really thought you would, you know, be excited by da-da-da, or that this would interest you, that kind of thing. And so I'm like, oh, like maybe I missed something in it. So I do want to read it again. Because I do feel like maybe I was trying to read it too fast, or I don't know, like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just not the right time. So, but I'm definitely holding on to it, and I do plan on rereading it in the future. Okay. Question 6, favorite single short story or novella that you read this year? You guys, I didn't read any short story collections this year, which is really surprising. I mean, if you want to count A Christmas Carol as a novella, it is only like 85 pages long. So, yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing that I have. So, that fits that category. Question 7, Mass Appeal, a book that you liked and would recommend to a wide variety of readers. Okay, I am going to be doing a video about the 10 best books that I read in 2021, and so I'm going to defer that question because I want you guys to watch that video, even if you just fast forward to the end, because probably it's the #1 book of the year for me. So I have a stack over here. But there are quite a few books actually in my 10 best of the year that I think a lot of you would really appreciate and enjoy. So question number 8, a specialized appeal, a book you liked but would be hesitant to recommend to just anyone. Okay, so I'm going to go with Nick Hornby's kind of essay collection, if you will, called Songbook. I don't know that much about music, which sounds weird, because I grew up listening to the radio all the time, and yeah, that used to be the first thing I did when I would come home, like to my apartment. I would turn on the radio, which obviously doesn't help make you an expert in music, but the redeeming thing, the thing that saved this book for me, was that I read it from I read it with Nancy, who you guys probably know as Moon Poem, and Nancy knows a ton. Well, she knows a ton about everything, frankly. She is just a wealth of so much knowledge, but she knew about all of these, like, I mean, to me, I felt like these were really obscure singers for the most part. I mean, I think Bob Dylan's in there, but there were some other, there were some people that was like, who the heck is this? And some of the songs were just, oh my God, they were god awful. But like, Nancy knew so much about all of these artists, and that was wonderful. Another great reading experience of the year. So I'm so glad I read this with Nancy. If I had read this on my own, I probably would have just considered it rubbish and got rid of it. But as it is, I'm holding on to it. So, okay. Question number 9. Reflect on your year as a bookish content creator. And this could be your goals met, good, bad memories, favorite videos you made, etc. So I'm gonna have a separate video that talks about kind of what some of my goals were in 2021 and what my goals are for 2022. So I encourage you to check that out. I definitely think we could say there's some highs and lows to my life as a content creator in 2021, and that's okay. I'm ready to move forward, and I'm coming to peace with some things. So yeah, but it was really up and down year. And part of, I think one of the things that was really challenging in 2021 was that I just personally struggled with some health issues, my knees, my epilepsy. I didn't have a seizure, but there were just so many days where I did not sleep well. I took a lot of sick time in 2021, and I think that just, it just kind of shifts the balance of things. So yeah, but I mean, like, I'm looking forward to 2022. I really am. I'm excited. So I can't think of a favorite video made. I can certainly think of my hair cutting videos continue to get people to watch them. I don't know why. I don't understand, but anyway, so I do need to get my hair cut again, and I don't know if Jason's gonna be the one to do that or if I'm just gonna grow it out really long again. But yeah, so it's just not safe here. There's just not enough people who are vaccinated, and there are no one wears masks. Like, it's just insane to me. It's just absolutely insane. So yeah, it was a tough year. Okay, I have a ton of people to tag for this video. So, okay, I want to tag Berna at Berna's Bookish Adventures. She is a Turkish booktuber, and she just seems like such a sweet, kind person. Marilyn Maya Mendoza, our baby boomer booktuber, and Marilyn made a great video recently you should check out about kind of like her first 14 months on BookTube and like what the pros and the cons of being a booktuber are. I would definitely recommend that. Aaron Facer, love Aaron and his channel. David Wiley, another great, relatively new booktuber. Jordan Parsons, and I know I've tagged these people. Some of these people I've tagged a lot, but I just want you guys to check out their channels. I don't know if Jordan's posted anything recently, but hopefully, maybe this will, maybe we'll see him do this tag. Shelley Swearingen. Shelley, you're the best. Gina Stanier Books. Hello, Gina. Brandon's Bookshelf. Too tight, Latrec, too tight. I know you don't do very many tags, but I'd love to hear about your reading year. Mindy's book journey. Mindy is the only other booktuber I know in the state of Wyoming, and we still haven't met, which is just terrible. So we must remedy this when it's safe to do so, Mindy. If there's any other booktubers in Wyoming, please let me know in the comments section. Okay. Nikki at Red Dot Reads. I don't think Nikki's gonna do like a goals video, so Nikki, I thought this might be like a cool way for you to tell us a little bit about, you know, your reading year in 2021. And then Read, Write, Collage. A, I would really like to know what your first name is. And B, I don't know if you do tag videos, but if you'd like to do one, please consider yourself tagged. For the rest of you who don't have channels, feel free to answer these questions in the comment section down below. I would really love to hear. What were the best things you read this year? What were, you know, how did you do as far as rereading goes? What were your favorite videos that you saw in 2021? Yeah, what was your reading year like? So I would love to hear from you guys. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji. You can give this video a thumbs up so that I know you're here. Thank you so much. BookTube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.